quickly move on and go to the summary of planning committee information items. Members, I feel like we're shortchanging Councillor Bartley so late in the day. There is an important memo that went out on our council affordable housing work program. A lot of good work's been done by Councillor Bartley and the political working group. If Councillor Bartley is still willing and still energetic, Councillor Bartley, I'd like to hand to you. Councillor Bartley, I will pass the baton.
Thank you, Chair. I do note it's 6:52, so I'm going to read all the speaking notes from the officers, and it goes like this. So I want to acknowledge the officers for their good work and their progress, especially Phil Reid and Claire Kataraina. The highlights from the last 12 months include drafting and approving the advocacy plan to central government, and acknowledging our political, our affordable housing political working group, Councillor Cooper, Councillor Casey, and Tau Henare. And the highlight is the financial support for fees, which was provided to 4 community housing providers, supporting 8 different projects with 127 units. The number of Māori organisations and trusts supported through the Māori Housing Unit has increased by 20%. 2 additional Māori organisations and trusts received council support in 2020-2021. 20 papakainga and Māori housing projects were supported. Eke Panuku has 298 new homes planned, including a communal living building. 23 terrace homes are under construction, with 12 more to follow, and an additional 130 to be commenced. Consent fees relief has been extended to include Māori affordable housing providers. Since July 2021, 5 pre-application meetings were held with Māori housing providers across 3 projects, and then an annual People's Panel survey on affordable housing and renting in Auckland was established. The 2021 survey received 2,214 responses. The key focus areas for the next 12 months are providing advice to elected members on the resource management, enabling housing supply and other matters amendment bill, and making a submission on the bill. Investigating premium key account and qualified partner services could be expanded to include additional affordable housing providers, and researching housing typology preferences of Māori and Pacific peoples, including an understanding of what drives decisions around housing choice, cost, employment access, community belonging, family, and then considering what provision can be made in the general rural zones for papakainga housing. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Councillor Bartley. Thanks for being in charge of that work on our behalf. It's really important, but I do think we really need to up the ante with the government in that area. I know you are wanting to do so as well. So we need to explore an opportunity to do that, Councillor Bartley. Are there any questions of Councillor Bartley, members?
Take questions.
Okay. There being none, any comment on this particular memo, members, that's just been outlined to us? That was received, I think, about 2 weeks ago.
Can we just hurry up?
Sorry, it's very quick. I know you're hungry, Councillor Simpson. Just to say, Councillor Bartley has been absolutely passionate and committed to this cause, and I just wanted to let everybody know it's been a pleasure working with her on this piece of work, and we've got a great bunch of staff doing the work as well.
I acknowledge that too. It's been really solid work, and it's needed that political lead and relentless lead of Councillor Bartley. So thank you, Councillor Bartley. On that, Councillor Bartley, would you like to move receipt of the recommendations before us, the forward work program, the summary of planning committee members, etc.?
Happy to move, Chair. Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Councillor Cooper.
Kathy.
And the second was from?
Kathy.
Councillor Casey, thank you. It is moved and seconded. We'll put it to the vote. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Aye. Aye. Contrary, no. Declare that carried. So that's item 14.